Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time, but do keep in mind it's a general reading. So see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation. Hopefully help bring you a little clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. But in the end, always trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition. So your decisions are sound, based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the Sweet Love Tea Oracle. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. What is the foundational energy going on right now for the collective? Please and thank you. Foundational energy is, oh, it's an open chapter. So this is something where the story continues. Something isn't over yet. You're actually in the middle of something. So there are still pages to write, so make them great. This is you being involved in what you are manifesting. I feel like you are aware of the book here, though. So maybe you are going back to some old chapters. It's telling you to revisit something, look at something again, but it's also telling you to enjoy where you are now, the chapter you are in, and get ready to keep going. So don't get stuck on anything right now. I feel like there is something pretty exciting, adventurous, and juicy ahead, but maybe you are reminiscing about exciting and juicy chapters that you've already had, but you're here now. So I do see you paying attention to your surroundings, who you're with, what you're doing, but making plans towards the future. So being a part of that chapter unfolding, but I still feel like there's a lot that's unwritten. So let's get one more from this deck. One more on open chapter. And yeah, you're reminiscing, you're looking back, or somebody else is looking back on how far you have come, all that you still want to do, all that you still get to do. So it's missing the moments that you shared together, nostalgic and reflection. So you could be looking back on a particular environment that you were in, person that you were with, thing that you were doing. It's having that energy of nostalgia, but missing something that you had. So there could be distance between you and someone else, or just a really different page that you're on now than what you were on before. I auto shuffled, so let's get one more from this deck. Clarity on open chapter and looking back. I'm also getting somebody's looking at your pictures, or even just daydreaming about times that they had with you. Clarity for the collective on open chapter and looking back. What is one more message to be aware of, please and thank you? Empowered love. Oh, this girl looks so happy. This is you having confidence again. Maybe looking back at everything you've gone through, how far you've come. But it's you feeling empowered on where you want to go. It's harnessing your strength and your love with confidence. It's charm, it's solid, and it's steady. So let's go to something different. Let's continue. Empowered. I feel like that's your energy, but maybe someone else's as well. Really feeling empowered to make some changes needed now to open up new chapters coming up. I feel like this neon deck is twinkling at me. So let's do this one. Clarifying love situations. What is one clarification for open chapter, looking back, and empowered love? Please and thank you. Wanting something that's steady. Oh yeah, somebody wants to put in the effort. Somebody is setting the date. Whatever I saw before about making plans here, whether that's you or someone else, those plans are being thought about and put into action. Maybe you connect to something in December, somebody's birthday in December. This is Christmas time. Maybe that's extra, like has extra resonance for someone, but it's somebody that's coming into your world, either in a new chapter coming up or perhaps coming back from the past, but it's somebody wanting to put in a lot of effort, wanting to put in the time. I feel like they are thinking way ahead, or you're thinking way ahead. Maybe you were with someone and you didn't put in the effort you needed to for something to unfold deeper, or something happened where I hear a redirect. Maybe you or someone else got really busy, big changes in your life, something with your job, your family. I feel like somewhere you or someone else is definitely desiring more time with someone, more than had been placed in the past. And this is somebody making an appointment, meeting in person, dating, rendezvous courtship, and getting to know each other. So if you are just meeting somebody new, this is definitely something where you're in the page that you are on, starting to feel more empowered in yourself and in a certain connection, and really looking forward to making more time with this person. And I don't think it's just, I don't know, like this and this, they have like a book and all these pictures. I don't think it's, I mean, it could be really good conversations, but I'm definitely getting more of one-on-one dates where you can feel this person's energy more than just getting to know each other through text. If it's not a lot of one-on-one time and you are at a distance with someone, I see you as having good phone conversations where you can at least hear the inflections in this person's voice. Let's continue. We're going to go to the Mystic Love Oracle. What else would be helpful for the collective to know? I am also seeing with it's a date. You could be asking somebody on a date, or they're asking you. I don't think you're going to know if you want to spend more time with this person until you get together. So maybe give somebody a try, even if that's somebody coming back from the past. If this is you and your honey, maybe you are even looking back at all these memories that you had, wishing you did more fun things like in the past, or more sassy time like you used to have, and maybe making some more actual plans to spend time with your honey or this person that you're thinking about. I'm also getting that if some of you get an invitation, whether that's from a friend or maybe to a party or something like that, maybe go. Maybe you're going to meet somebody there. I hear gathering, maybe some kind of gathering or concert even. What else would be helpful for the collective to know on open chapter, looking back, empowered love, and it's a date? And this this is a really big deck of cards too. And we have the twin flame coming through. So it's not just an empowered love kind of connection that you're thinking about or really wants to come in for some of you, because I don't think all of you are in this connection yet. I do think some of you may have been in a connection in the past that was so deep for you that you probably went through a lot, and maybe this was preparing you for, maybe when you were in that connection you thought maybe, hey, you know, this is like my soulmate, this is my mirror, this is my twin flame energy. But if something didn't really work out and you have changed and elevated to the point where you have really stepped into your own personal power, belief in how much you deserve, it is possible you have somebody else coming into your life that is deeper than that person. And you're going to recognize that this is something different than what you were in before. If some of you really know with the truth of your heart that somebody in your life that you met is just a different connection than anyone else you can look back and think about, then maybe this person is coming back in it would definitely be equality in wanting that chapter to unfold more. But this is usually a difficult and deep situation. It's not for anybody out there or any video that you watch to tell you what it is for you and this person. It's that deep. It's so personal. It's your depth of your soul. And anytime you have this kind of connection and it is meant for you, it is divinely protected. If it's meant for you, it's meant for you. So how it unfolds in whatever chapter you're on has to do with the growth that you are going through and the other person is going through, and choices that you make in this life to come together or to not. But this kind of partnership where you meet someone and you've known them for eternity and you always will, they're not going to go anywhere. Their soul is always going to be deeply connected to you. Where it's, you can't even express what this is to anyone. You can't explain it to anybody. Maybe you finally get to talk about it with each other, whether you give it this label or not. You just know it's something different. It's extremely deep, and it probably has catapulted both of your souls for gigantic changes in your lives and who you are as a soul having a human experience. So whether it's catapulting you each to this beautiful sense of independence and changes that your soul needed to go through in this life so that you can come together, or it's catapulting you each so you have this amazing independent energy to still have this open chapter. You'll always have a soul connection, but still in this life have your dreams come true. Your souls know, what your highest and your greatest gifts are or experiences should be. So this is just a really tough and beautiful and wonderful and deep and different connection than anything else. It just is different. It's uncomparable and it feels divine. It's not just connection with one of your bodies, with your physical body, with your mental body, with your emotional body. It's really big in the spiritual body and everything combined. It's a relationship or a connection that feels whole. But this is coming in so you are each whole on your own, so that when that merging of that divine energy comes together, it's like spiritual fireworks. And however those fireworks go out into your life and create changes, it's like, it's one of those things that's so personal for you that it is an open chapter. That would be really exciting to wait and see whether those chapters are difficult and hard and deep, or empowering and sassy and fun and adventurous. Whatever it is, it's going to be a very complicated, beautiful story. There's definitely people watching my videos here that are in this kind of connection or will be, because out of hundreds of decks of cards, I feel like that message does keep coming through. And I auto shuffled, so, and I just got the chills. So something is coming through. When I get the physical rush of energy through my body, that's usually a bigger message. So I'm not sure exactly what I said when that came through, but I hope that these messages are helpful for you guys. And if this is not something that you feel like you're going through, it's possible you're gaining new awareness of what this is to maybe help someone who is going through this, that opens up to you, or maybe thinks they're going through this, and you have maybe a different perspective on connecting to somebody where you could be still a healing factor. I don't feel like you're going to be able to tell anyone or explain anything really to anyone, but maybe just be a source of positive inspiration and inner standing for someone. It's funny when the twin flame messages come through too, I feel like I'm not even sure of what I really say. So I just go with the messages as they come through and trust that they are helpful for you guys. So clarity on this divine connection and somebody wanting to put in the time, having a rendezvous, courtship, and this would bring out probably your deepest, darkest fears as well. Because it's gonna mirror all the sides of you, not just those beautiful, vibrational, high, sparkly sides. If you have anyone that's so deep to you and they're mirroring your soul, they're gonna mirror all the parts of you that you don't even want to face, that they don't want to face. It's someone who's afraid. And if something is this deep and creates that much change, this is coming through to help face those fears. If it gets to come together, it's not going to be as scary together, because you're going to not just maybe reflect those parts that bring out the sides of someone, the facets that they maybe had tucked away deep in there or that they don't want to see, but there's going to be a reflection upon them that shines a beautiful light, like the two sides of a coin, so that that light can pierce through and create healing from those facets that you are here to grow from and out of and change. Because once you face these things and you make these big changes, that's when you elevate, you grow. Your soul catapults to a different dimension, elevates, connects to source, to God, vibrates differently. But it can't do that without deep lessons. I auto shuffled again, so another message from this deck on Twin Flame and Fears, open chapter, looking back and empowering love. And it's a date, putting in the effort, making an appointment. I heard making an appointment with destiny. I mean, if this is something you signed up for on a soul level, you did. You signed up for it. And somebody is. So you are probably at a distance. And if there's any distance coming in the future with someone you have this deep connection with, you probably miss each other. I don't just think it's this person missing you. So somebody is thinking of you right now. They are missing you. Even if you are someone who is with your honey or your person all the time, I feel like even the short times that you're away, they're thinking about you, they're missing you, they're wishing that you were sitting with them at work, on the car with them, on the way to the store, kind of just always wishing you were there. Wherever this person is, they kind of picture you by their side. So let's go to something different. Let's do something really different just to balance this reading out. Let's do an animal message, a spirit animal message for you guys. What is one spirit animal energy to be helpful right now, please and thank you. This is also a big deck of cards. I don't even know how many, but definitely 100 or over. And it's beautiful. If you guys connect to animals, I definitely recommend this. This particular deck of cards. Let me show you the box. The Spirit Animals, Journey into the Wild. But I have a deep connection with animals, so let's get one animal energy to bring some more insight to the collective, please and thank you. This anaconda, out of all of these, this keeps coming through. So if anything was restricting you, binding you down, this is that total transformation card. This is you growing spiritual wings, stepping out of old patterns, beliefs, energies. This is you definitely facing your fears, growing from them, shedding that old skin, and you're not going to crawl into who you were when you were becoming something different. But I feel like this is going both ways. This is feeling your soul rejuvenated. It's also trusting your instincts and your discernment. And it's two, like the High Priestess. So let's get one more spirit animal, please, and thank you. Maybe one of these is yours, one is someone else. On the hummingbird, what a cool bird. Maybe you connect to hummingbirds. I also see you with this as having to be flexible with something. But the hummingbird is such an amazing, this is waking up right when the sun comes out. The hummingbird is able to run circles around anything else. They move so fast. So maybe this is you really getting a lot done, your energy really waking up, like snapping into action. The hummingbird's beak is so perfectly shaped that even when it gathers this nectar from the flower, it doesn't do any harm to the flower, so it can keep going back and retrieving nectar that it needs. So if this is with a relationship or a partnership, it's perfectly formed, the hummingbird and the flower together, so that it's never a draining energy. It's always getting to feel rejuvenated. It's back and forth energy that's so perfect that it's like this ever-flowing fountain of love. It also could be that something like you or someone else needed that time to rest, that time to really slow down, because at night the hummingbird almost doesn't have a heartbeat. It has to conserve all of its energy because it uses so much of it as soon as it snaps back into action when the sun comes out. They're also able to fly differently than any other bird. They can hover, they can go straight up, they can go backwards. So it's also number 41. So you have a 2 and a 41. Stay nimble. Did I say something even with the anaconda about staying flexible? The hummingbird is the tiny messenger of joy. Always follow your joy first and foremost. When you follow your joy and what makes you happy, that's when the right path opens up. I caught that, but that was good reaction time. It's a tiny messenger of joy, and it teaches us to find delight in life's simplest moments. Stay nimble, lighthearted in adversity. See all of the things that you went through as blessings. Try to change any thoughts that are pulling you down, or just replace it with anything. Grateful for your shoes, grateful for your dog, grateful for your home, grateful for your job, grateful for your yard, grateful to go outside and see a hummingbird, grateful to go out today and have some ice cream. Just gratitude will take the place of any thoughts that were down there. And the more you start replacing them, the more you start building up your vibration and your energy. And it's just a reminder of the simple joys of existing, just to get to be here through all of it. Whatever chapter you're on, this never-ending story, all of it's beautiful. Just to be alive is a blessing and a gift, because we are not gifted any certain amount of time. We never know. So the time that you have is a gift. Today is a gift. And develop you strength from within. So let's do one message from this beautiful divine truth. I feel like this is inappropriate. Well, let's do 2, because I have to split this deck in half because it's so big. And I'm feeling like this is probably more of an oracle than a tarot reading, but we'll clarify at the end with the tarot. What is one message from this half of the divine truth on twin flame fears, missing you, anaconda, hummingbird, looking back, open chapter, setting a date, it's a date, and empowering love, please, and thank you. Chasing. So maybe somebody is going to come back. Maybe this was a back and forth energy that happened. Maybe you in the past were chasing something, but to chase something that doesn't want to be there or is in the energy of fear would just make something want to be, like, run farther. So it's definitely letting something go, but I feel like something is changing. So I feel like something is wanting to come to you. It looks like, I mean, they're like, hey, please take these flowers. Please take these flowers. So maybe the tables have turned, or they are going to. Somebody is regretting past actions and realizing that letting you go was a huge ass mistake. What's that song? I don't know why. Turn around. Total. I think I just heard Total Eclipse of the Heart. Turn around. Every now and then I feel a little bit lonely and you never come around. Wow, that was a weird song to come to me. So let's see. Let's get one message from the other half. Clarity on this chasing energy. Regret. And enlightenment. Well, if somebody is regretting letting you go, having time by themselves, or having to chase something else that wasn't right, or finding out that something was maybe chasing them that wasn't right, that could go either way for either of you too. Chasing the wrong dream even. I feel like with this enlightenment, it's definitely somebody becoming ultra clear on all the multifacets and dimensions of who they are and who you are. Seeing this growth. When I think of the crystals, they're billions years old. They're so old, they're ancient. And they continue to grow, but it's such a slow process. They're also living. They hold memory. They hold energy. They vibrate energy. Depending on the structure, the molecular structure of the crystal, you know, on a like a microscopic level. I'm getting tongue-tied now. So maybe somebody is having trouble speaking, or they're getting clear about what to say. But the structure of the crystal, like sacred geometry, is how the energy moves, how it vibrates. But I feel like you are the same basic structure as somebody else, but you have different facets. The truth has been illuminated, and I can't hide from what you've shown me. So I do think that you probably were the one that brought something into light for this person. Maybe they ran away from that situation because they didn't want to face the truth of who they are, or what their situation was around them, or who you were to them. But it looks like somebody is becoming clear on your connection. Maybe they were hiding. That would be really hard to like hide real emotions, or hide all these beautiful facets you know you are, and put on a front, put on a mask, put on whatever to live something that doesn't feel like it's truth. So let's go to the tarot. I have this one, so let's do this one. This is the Wizard's Tarot. Let's just get a couple of messages and a little bit of clarity for you guys. Messages for the collective. What is the movement of energy they need to know about right now? Please and thank you. And hold on one moment. I'm looking at the time, and I wanted to squeeze in a reading for you guys, and I have to, I actually have to go pretty soon. So let's just get a basic outlook. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. I know sometimes my readings are long, and sometimes a message has to be squeezed in, but I feel like it was meant to come through however it unfolds. So let's see basic movement with the tarot. Yeah, well, that would be an ending. So you got the world. So you're connecting to the world. The world is your oyster. There's that song, On Top of the World. I can't think of who sings it. It's like a 70s song. But this is you, even if it's the same story of you in an open chapter, this is you closing one volume and getting ready to step through that portal to a new one. Where this chapter is going to take you, you have to jump into that leap of faith with the Fool. Have a beautiful sense of, you don't know really what's going to unfold for you and how it's going to go, but this is usually a beautiful ending. This is you feeling good about what you're ending. Some of you could be meeting somebody who's from a different part of the world, a different culture. Some of you could be traveling the world as well. Maybe together, maybe on your own. there's so much, I feel like this is a wreath of victory here. You have all of the elementals guiding you. You have divine support with where you are going. But this is upside down, knowing a chapter is done, wanting it to be done, but just hanging on to it. Refusing to step through that portal of new, of possibility. Clarity on number 21. Major Arcana. Now you got a 21. Well, I'll show you all these numbers. A 21, a 41, a 2, and I guess this would be a 25. Get a little more clarity on the world. You have to let something go where you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. That's what this is. When you have so much on your plate, so much heaviness you are putting on your back from what you are holding, that you don't look at how to do something a different way. The next chapter doesn't have to be so hard. It has to start with the changes in you, how you react to your surroundings, what you do with all your energy, with your passion, with your fire, with your flame. This is somebody very wise and has a lot of experience. Here it's also making it harder for yourself than it has to be, or someone else made it harder than it had to be. But this is somebody becoming clear on how to let something go and do it a different way. It's always that person like getting up the hill with all those sticks and they're falling down or they're so heavy. There's a different way. Put the sticks in the car, drive up the road instead. Or take some of those fiery, passionate rods, ideas, inspiration, adventures, whatever that is that you're holding on to, and delegate it out. So you have maybe the right person that would help you and support you. It's knowing you don't have to do everything. I stared at this, so we're going to end with the star. You don't have to do it the hard way. But sometimes the hard way is how you learn how to let something go and what needs to be let go, how you need to change something around and come full circle. So your next chapter is different. So you have more awareness on the changes you need to make so it's not done the same way the next time. This is renewed hope. This is you being a star. Somebody sees you as a star. That thing that just always stands out in the sky and helps direct where they should go. But this is you with renewed hope, clarity, healing. The star is a Aquarius energy. It's really beautiful. It means that if you let something go and allow something to be and tap into your inner divine soul, your higher self, connected to source, spirit, the universe, whatever you believe in, and just be open to the guidance as it comes. Shine your bright light. Never dim it. Shine who you are, all of the facets of you, all of it, how you are illuminated. It's owning all of that and growing because of it. This is also you seeing something a totally different way. Here, it's still a wish come true. It's still your destiny manifesting and unfolding, but it takes a little bit longer. I'm gonna pause you one sec. But it's you having the faith to know that your destiny will be your truth, and your truth will, when you follow it inside of you, reveal everything you need to know as you go along this journey. There's a heron in the back. Maybe you also connect to herons. Let's do one final message if I have it here from the universe. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and it was helpful for you. I love that you also, the star is number 17. I love that you ended with the world and the star. You have so many beautiful possibilities and dreams coming true. And it's having that knowingness inside of you, that faith that you know it's coming. One more message, please and thank you. My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. I saw all that reflection before. So whatever the reflection is, I feel like you are reflecting the right vibration, maybe different from the past ones. So sometimes that moon has to be a new moon and go away. And it has to be dark, so you turn your inner light on. So when something is now illuminated again, you see it different. You see the beauty in others. You see the beauty in yourself. You see the strength in others, or someone in particular, and the strength in yourself. How many chapters you've already gotten through, and how many eons of chapters you still have to go. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening. Thank you so much for being here. I feel so blessed to be here with all of you. And with that, I bid you adieu.